Hey everybody, this is Ron Kuker with the Kuker Company Real Estate here in Lampasas, Texas. Today we'll talk a lot about mortgage rates. People have been asking, should we wait for the mortgage rates to drop? Should we go ahead and buy? Especially here in Lampasas, throughout Central Texas, the activity level is changing and so are the mortgage rates. Let me give you a little bit of history about mortgage rates. Back in the 70s, the average rate was around 9%. In the 1980s, it was normally around 14 to 16%. The 1990s, it had dropped down to 9 to 10%. Early 2000s, 7 to 8%. And then yes, as everybody knew, in 2020, we had the 2.7s, the 2.5s, the 3.0 rates that really affected the increase in number of sales and also the increase in house prices. Today we're sitting around mid-6 range. That's pretty historical average for this area. The question is, do we wait to buy for the interest rates to go down? A couple of things to think about. House prices have not really dropped that much. They've been steady. They've gone down some. We haven't had the competitiveness that we had in the past, but they really haven't gone down. So they continue to climb at a rate of 3 to 7%. Mortgage rates, however, have not gone down. They've come down from the 7s to the 6s. But let's just take an example. Let's say you're going to buy a $350,000 house. If you buy it today, your rate is going to be 6.5%, 7% maybe at the highest. And again, that depends a lot on your credit, down payment money, so forth like that. But if you wait a year or two and you're waiting for those interest rates to drop, here's the flip side that could go wrong with you. You could end up having to pay more, sometimes 3 to 7%, which could be $10,000 or $20,000 more for the same house that you could have bought. If you wait and your house price, which was $350,000, goes up to $360,000 to $375,000, then you've lost out on about $10,000 to $25,000 worth of equity. When you're renting, you're not building any equity whatsoever. And now you're chasing a higher price, but you're not getting a lower rate. So here in our area, which is, Lampasas, Burnet, Kempner, Lomita, the whole hill country here, people are still moving here from the Metroplex areas, from out of state, but mainly we're seeing a lot of them from the Austin area as the highways continue to improve and move Austin further north. Builders are still active, inventory is low, especially with new builds, and those prices continue to stay very steady or increase. Actually, some of the builders are increasing their prices because the inventory is low, especially for anything, let's say under $450,000. It's a tough market there because of the inventory. So while prices may adjust slightly, they continue to climb in our area. As we always say in real estate, you can marry the home, but you date the rate. You can refinance when rates come down if you're buying now, for instance, but you can't go back and you can't buy a home at today's rates if you wait a year or two from now. So my recommendation is, if you find a home you love, talk to your lender. Come talk to us. We can answer basic questions, but your lender is going to be your primary on what you qualify for. And go ahead and make that purchase, because again, when interest rates drop, which they should in the future, then you can refinance and you've kept your equity. You may pay a little more in closing costs, but you come out in the positive end either way. If you got any more questions, stop by, call us, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you very much for listening to us today.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for updates.